So here we are in Google SketchUp. Now I am using the desktop version of this software, but you can also utilize the SketchUp files that we send you with our woodworking plans in the um, browser version of Google SketchUp, which is totally free. Okay, so there's no cost there. And so what we want to do is show you something that you can do uh, using SketchUp. So first of all, you can really take a look at the completed project that you're working on. And if you want to get a particular dimension, it's really easy to do. So let's say I want to know how wide that seat is. I hit the T key on my keyboard, which takes me to my tape measure tool. And we could see that this way it is 9 1/4. And I just hit the escape key. And then this way it is 16. See that there? So that can be pretty handy. If you have a question, the plans themselves aren't detailed, or there's a dimension that we may have left off on. This way we have the finished model, so you'll be able to pull that up and get whatever dimension you need. So for example, this bar here, if we hit the right there, we could see that that is 32 inches. And then we can move on with our project. Well, what if we wanted to do something else? What if, for example, how can I show this? Let's just say we want to know what that angle is, okay? Well, let me show you how we would go about doing that. So I'm going to use my line tool. So I just hit L on my keyboard and just come straight down. So you see where it says on blue axis? If I move it over here, you don't see nothing, okay? So when we're drawing in 3D, we generally want to draw on one of the three axes. So you can see here, we have blue, which is straight up and down, which is also known as the z-axis, and then we have green, and then we have red. So for our purpose, we want to draw a straight line down on the blue axis, straight down, straight up and down, okay? And now once we've done that, so we'll go ahead and hit the escape key. Then we'll go over to our rotate tool. Now you could choose these various tools up here or over here on your toolbar. If you hover over them, it'll actually tell you what they do. But in our case, I know all the keyboard shortcuts. So we're going to select that line and then hit Q. And then we're going to be, you can see here that our little protractor is green. Okay, so we do want our protractor, and if we move it to certain spots, sometimes it'll change. See how that is not blue, it's not green, it's not red, but this is on the face. So our protractor is now working on the face of our angled board there. Okay, if I were to move it down here, notice that our protractor is on the face, but notice also it is in the blue axis. Okay, so that can sometimes be important. The key thing here is that we do want it to be, generally speaking, on some axis. So in this case, we're going to use green, and we just click right there, and then we can click our line and then rotate it, right? And so then we know, if we look in the lower right-hand corner of our screen, right down here, you see, it'll say 15 degrees. You see that there? So now we know that that is 15 degrees, and we can move on with our project. So if we need to figure stuff out like that, it's really easy and quite useful to have the completed 3D model of whatever woodworking project you're working with. And all of our woodworking plans come with the SketchUp file. Now, I want to know how wide this board is. But this board has been cut off. You see there, it's kind of at an angle. So what we want to do is we're going to have to draw a couple of lines. So we're going to draw a line out this way. Okay. And then we're going to draw a line out this way. Okay. And then we're going to draw a line out this way. And we're going to draw a line out this way. So where that peak intersects is how long the board needs to start. So we'll grab our tape measure tool and we'll click right there and right there. And you can see it says 35 and 9/64. So we're just going to call it good at 35. Okay? And that's it. So now we know that that board is 35 inches. Okay? And then if we want to know, well, how far do we have to come back, right? From our tip. So this is going to be, we're going to cut it 35 overall. We're going to have a 45-degree miter on both sides, but I want to know how far back I have to come. And you can see we got to come back 3 inches. It's really 57/64, but that is really close to 3 inches. So I would just come back 3 inches and whack it off there, and it should line up pretty good for us, okay? So that's really all there is to it. And then we can just come in here and delete all those lines that we created because we don't need all those lines any longer. Just like so. Get rid of it. And now we're back to where we started from. Okay? So the SketchUp file can really be your friend if you get stuck on a particular point and you need a particular dimension. Just refer to the SketchUp file in SketchUp on your desktop through your internet browser, and you'll be able to get whatever dimensions or angles that you might require. Thanks for watching.